Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Player Hater Gaming channel. My name is Brandon Ross. I am your host and game master for tonight's episode. Welcome back. We took a couple weeks off there. Didn't mean to take 3 weeks off, but unfortunately, I was dealing with a bit of lower back pain that made me question all of existence. So, thankfully, we're going to be all right moving forward, and hope everybody had a great holiday. For those of you that enjoy them, if not, I hope you were able to at least spend it with friends and family of your choosing and your love. But we are back, and we are going to get into the swing of things. I've got quite a laundry list of things in front of me, so I'm going to power through these announcements so we can get into the story. First off, if you have not done so, please head over to all the lovely URLs that are currently being dropped into the chat. Head over to our Discord, come say hi, share memes, hang out. We'd love to see you, love to hear from you, and love just interacting with all of you. Also, that link tree will have all the places where we have our presence as far as our socials, YouTube, so on and so forth. Beyond from that, there is another Discord. I will quickly toss it over to our resident Dragonborn Paladin to talk about while I pantomime what he's saying.
Yes, because that's what he's actually really good at, you know? So, you don't know how to play D&D. You want to play. You don't know where to go, how to find anybody, or have any idea as to what the hell a D20 is from a D10 and why there's two dice that look exactly the same except the one that has double zeros and everything else. We will teach you that. We'll let you know what it means. We'll tell you why. If you have high charisma, you can definitely sell a tomato-based salad, and you will enjoy. But besides that, let's say the fact that you actually want to become a DM. You want to be that person that's actually sitting there and telling everybody else why you cannot just go up to a dragon and say, hey, I want your gold. And then get beaten and wonder why. I could talk anybody. No, that's not how that works. I'm sorry, okay? The dragon will kick your ass and then afterwards take your names, go home, drop you off to your mama and be like, teach them some manners and leave you alone. Okay? We'll teach you how to do that too. That's the best part of it all. So yes, join us in Ashirma, have fun, and be merry. And also praise the dice gods.
Thank you very much. When we come back and our full screen is on view, there will be some interesting numbers in the top corners of our players' profile pictures. That is their help dice. If it is not a 3, you are welcome to buy help dice for them using channel points. Also, should you so see fit, there are also some cards on the stack to be used for deco situations. Feel free to use your channel points to get those rolling. There's a lot of fun things in there, especially that I've had a little bit of time to make some more fun things in there.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Aside from that, on the rest of this week, we will have our usual Saturday multiplayer mayhem with our lovely fellow staff members at PHG. And then, though you cannot see her, with us again is the voice and soon the face of Miss Page, joining us from the lovely Grimm's Dungeon stream. You got anything you want to say about that place? Anything good?
It's a pretty cool place.
Anything good?
You know, it's a dark, dirty dungeon, but it's, you know, we have fun there.
Well, we're glad that you're on loan, and we're so happy to have you here. Saturday. PHG plays. Baldur's Gate.
That's Sunday.
Sundays.
You know, it's just an S on here. So...
Is it the first S or the second S, Brandon?
Right, like the first S is Saturday.
That's a lot of S's, man. Like, all 2 of them. That's
also
rough.
2 T's in there.
Hey, Brandon,
really showing.
as the one who makes the schedule, the M at the top is the start of the week.
Do you need a crayon?
Please. My brain needs the waxy
The
fuel.
moment he goes Saturday, I'm like, oh, you already talked about Saturday. Baldur's Gate. I'm like, No, what's wrong?
Sunday. Bouldur's Gate coming to a scrying channel near you. The
Love you,
adventures
buddy.
of Nyx and Levikazon. Go fuck yourself. Continue onward.
Wow, I see how it is.
No, you know I love you all too.
You
Listen,
better.
we all know that you questioned me. Okay, it's okay. I know. The
Okay,
Dragon Lord has to get his ass beat at least once a week.
bring it in. Anything else? Any other announcements? Anything? Are we ready to go?
Good to go.
I'm good.
All right. Why don't we roll our intro? Play some D&D. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
In the year 208 PT, a world once grounded by tradition and mystery was forever altered. The events leading to the tearing and uprooting of the lands have faded into legend, leaving us with a mystifying era known only as post-Torn. Player Hater Gaming welcomes you to the realm of Ulthana, where our journey takes us high above the clouds, into a realm of wonder and peril, a world composed of dozens of floating islands, each a unique culture unto itself, safe from the dangers lurking below. In this world of soaring islands and untold mysteries, danger lurks in every corner. Heroes and adventurers are born out of necessity, for the unknown has a way of finding its way into even the most tranquil of places. Meet our heroes who will shape the destiny of the Skytorn realm. Dragix, the unlikely but unyielding paladin, a beacon of virtue and strength. Red, the talented sorceress, wielding the elements with unmatched prowess. Eva, the warlock, possesses supernatural prowess, fueled by a pact of unknown origin and intent. Levikazon, the indomitable barbarian, a force of nature and raw power. And lastly, the Doctor, the masterful wizard, unlocking the secrets of the arcane with every incantation. These 5 souls, each with their own path, will converge in a tale of adventure, wonder, and intrigue. Join them as they explore uncharted territories and uncover the secrets of this realm. Welcome to Tales of the Skytorn. Welcome back, everybody. Since it's been a few weeks since our last session, I'll go ahead and give you guys a halfway decent recap over the adventures of recent and leading up to tonight's session. The party known as the Cursed Crew have successfully explored and delved a bit more into the unknown when it comes to the knowledge of the things that construct this world, the things that keep this world safe, and the things that are attempting to keep a specific calamity at bay. Unfortunately, as all things in the arcane, a price was paid. And some paid this price unwilling or unable to refuse. Surfacing from this undercloud area, they found an individual who wasn't exactly a stowaway, but not really a thief either. How would you, again, the question posed to themselves, how would you treat it if you just came across an abandoned ship and no one was there? So, well, there was some friction at first due to the harrowing experiences they had recently. Thankfully, no blood was shed, and a crew member has been temporarily pulled into the fold, along with another, a relic hunter from the deep below, someone linking back to Drax's past, Galen. With these individuals in mind, the jobs around the vessel itself, the star-crossed Entropy, a bit easier, but also I'm sure it's weighing somewhere in the back of the captain's mind that a full crew will be needed at some point to assist in the duties of sailing. Despite this vessel's enchantments, uses, and the skeleton crew, for lack of a better term, they have been running. I'm sure it's something he's been thinking of. Through their course and adventures, they've dodged storms, defeated large creatures, and mostly remained physically unscathed anyways. Last we left off, there was about a 10 to 12 day difference between the close of the last session and where we're opening today. Over the last 10 to 12 days, you all have taken time to yourselves to decompress and simply be on the open cloud ocean. Tending to yourselves, your various tasks, tending to just enjoying not being chased down a corridor or potentially falling through it into the dark depths unknown. Somewhere midday on the 10th day, the ship passes through the last bit of cutting fog, and before all of you, Beacon Trove appears. Like a vibrant tapestry woven from sky and stone, a series of grand arching docks juts out from the island's edge, bustling with various other cloud ships and a few rarely seen sky ships. Various stages of repair, departure. Even from this distance, the sound of metal on metal, repairs being made, cackle of arcane power. Doc, you feel it. You just know. As the ship has gotten closer, it's like passing through a barrier. Just something in the back of your neck stands up and makes awareness upon you. I would say those that are magically inclined would all have this degree of sense.
Everybody.
But those that are studied and learned, you would really be in tune to this.
So how does it for Drakex? Because this is his normal route.
For you, it's familiar. You know what this is, and I will get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Rising above the docks, a cluster of beautifully crafted buildings, each of them adorned with these delicate wind vanes and crystalline ornaments that shimmer in this shifting sunlight. Bridges and suspended walkways crisscross the air between towers, while ornate weather instruments spin and sparkle, reflecting Beacon Trove's dedication to mastering the Cloud Ocean's temperamental breezes. As the ship comes closer, you do see an open dock. You can quickly find a place for you to port at. Question is, despite seeing this, do you go in?
Drac would double check to make sure there's no other ship heading towards it before moving towards that dock.
You look around, you don't see anybody really coming through at the moment. While the dock is busy, the business is already there. There's constant back and forth at this time.
But you never know, another ship can be coming in like a couple
Right.
months before.
Coming in hot, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just like, he's still inching forward, but not enough to be, not giving himself enough time to stop if need be. So as long as he doesn't see anybody, he just goes right in.
Gotcha.
Very much. I have the right of way. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You head in. As you get closer, you can see there are a couple people who are just already working on something else, but seeing a ship come in, it's just, how do you put this? Professional courtesy.
Yeah.
As they see you come in, they kind of grab some rope and they just huck it. I imagine someone like Levikazan is probably like ready to throw her own. And
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, not yet, hang on. And you like
Whoa,
grab
wrong
the
way.
rope.
She gets tangled up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Figures it out. Sorry,
Galen's probably like
Dunamis.
right next to her, and is immediately as it's coming down on her, he's just already like, no, hold on.
Go steer your ship.
Dragon's steering. Galen's probably right next to you. He's just like, that's not how you do this.
You see
Slide.
Galen next to you, like, no, here, move, no, here, give me
No.
arm, and here, and then.
She's still tangled.
Yeah.
Fine.
But that's, again, it's just professional courtesy. That's all they do. They don't really help you with anything else. They just like, oh, here they come. And they went right back to work on what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Ludwig is on with a little bit of guidance. You are
Yes.
able to, it's more, less guidance and more just teamwork, that both of you having to make sure the ropes are tight so the ship doesn't drift,
Mm-hmm.
which is a unique trait. Excuse me, an ununique trait, a common trait. To you, at first, you're like leaving a couple good bit of feet because you're used to being on an island that descends at night. So usually space is left for rope. But here, this island doesn't have to descend. It moves freely. It's moving even as you tie in. You can see
Okay.
there's other ships that are like, they may be like an extra foot or two away just because the rope is tight.
And she's very perplexed by this,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll eventually figure it out.
But yeah, that's Drac is immediately, while they're doing that, probably just taking down the gangplank, putting it down, and immediately going down onto the dock.
Right.
Feels so natural. It's just like, I
Yeah.
don't have to do anything else. I just have to do what I need to. And just like,
Yeah.
completely forgets for a minute that, like, hey, the rest of the crew's behind you. It's just, no, I gotta go talk to these people, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, well, halfway there, he stops and just turns slowly behind him. It's just like, my bad.
Everyone gets a message from Eva. Be ready to depart at a moment's notice. We're kind of still wanted.
Noted.
You head out, Drakex, and you make your way towards where you know one of the various dockmaster little huts are located.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, behind it you can see there is kind of probably a middle-aged human male, kind of long, wavy gray hair, simple clothing with the typical over-the-shoulder mantle of the dockmaster. He kind of looks up. Can I help you?
Yes. Leaving the ship, want to register it, make sure that everything's on the up and up. Hands over the paperwork.
Takes it, looks at it real quick, writes it down, writes down your information, hands it over. And how long will you be staying?
At this point, he kind of looks over to the rest, like, a few days, a week, thoughts, concerns.
2 weeks most. I'm sure we can use the shore leave.
That's fair. 2 weeks at most.
Okay. 2 weeks at most. If you pay completely up front, I can ask for 7 gold.
As I go back over and double check yeah, Drax is just gonna give him 7 gold.
Okay. He takes it and he quickly begins to write out something on a piece of paper. Takes a minute or two and he hands to you. Just post this near your gangway. And it basically says, like, paid in full by authority of Dock Warden Cedric.
Yep, he just goes, immediately turns back around, puts it, not even on the gangplank, just like on top, right by the actual railing of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And just leaves it there.
Okay.
Immediately goes back out to the rest of the group and just goes, all right, let's go. And just walks toward, like, in. And let's see, we did have our stowaway that needed to offload gear items. But Drac is not going to use his contacts for that one. He just looks over to Foster and just like, so where do you want to go first?
Oh, well, I haven't been here. I figured I'd just explore.
Fair, fair. So no idea where to trade items. Got it. Okay.
What would I trade?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm referring to. But anyway, it's fine. No worries. He's gonna look over to the rest of them, and what do you all would like to do?
I would like to go and get some magical supplies, as well as a range restocking of the ship.
Ooh, can we get food?
Yes,
Yes.
an actual
Good food.
meal would be good.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Good cozy bed. I like being on land.
As I quickly open my reference sheet for all things shopping and magical items.
Let's quickly run through it so that he has to go like crap.
It has a Control F feature, baby. Let's go.
I guess the first thing would be to resupply the ship, because those would probably be closer to the docks anyway. So he would take because he knows this place. He knows where to find practically everything we need, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to say that just to make sure, because you never know. Like, next thing you know, like the second time you come in, like months later, there used to be a shop here. Now it's an inn. The next time you come in, it's not an inn anymore. It's just a playground. So, but he's definitely going to go over to the supplies, the warehouse with supplies in order to top up what we need on the ship itself. Where is the next place we're going to, guys? Rough estimate. Do we remember? We're just going to be here and then figure it out from here.
That's kind of the game plan. I think we didn't really have an after this island plan.
Got it.
I don't have anything personal here for me specifically, so it's going to accompany all of you.
Mine's more about just gathering information that can be done mostly anywhere.
Right.
I'm along for the ride.
Okay. Drac is just going to probably put in an order for enough supplies for about 2 weeks and just have it delivered at some point to the ship. And then he's also going to look into getting a proper crew for the ship, or at least put a notice out there that they're looking, but not to worry that this will be more a formal notice of application, and in 2 weeks we're going to look and see who to get in, and then from there going to go out and try to find items that we all need, because magic store.
Okay. You put the notice out. And what you realize is that even where you are here on the docks, all of you, as you kind of taken just a minute to offload, get your feet back on solid ground, everywhere, even here in this area, there are engineers, navigators, individuals moving with a purpose, individuals. I mean, there's artist desks just plop down right next to a half-constructed ship, and people are just drafting like it's almost like a college course. I would say the best symbol that Drac would know for this place is while Wingata may be the seat of power when it comes to weave tech, Beacon Trove is the true ingenious behind the designs.
Because we're already thinking of how to steal the top brains for the party. But anyway, for now, it's just a thought. We will figure that out later.
So my question is, what quality of supplies would you like to procure?
Supply wise, standard would probably be not the basic, but definitely a step above. So like
Okay.
yeah. The mid ground between most basic and exquisite, whatever ground that is in the
The
middle.
modern living style.
Yes, that one. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Sorry.
So you want to get all to you? How many?
We are 7, 8, 2 weeks.
I want to go ahead and start counting for new people too. Like, how many maximum members do you want to take?
The question is, how many supplies do you want to have available to you once you go out? What are you going out with? Like a 2-week supplies, a month supplies?
Currently, the idea is 2 weeks supply for the group.
Okay.
For crew and us. So
as it stands, that'll be
math is hard, I know.
8 gold a day.
Okay, so that's technically
80 gold.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait,
Okay.
no.
That's as your crew stands right now.
Yeah, that's still fine. Well, 80 and then
it'd be 160 because it's 20 days for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So 160. 54, so that's 5. We said a proper crew for our ship, because half of the things can be automated, is 50, right? So that's 400. Yeah, that's still 5. Yeah, almost 600 gold. We can still do that for 2 weeks. That's coming out of Drax's pocket anyway, not the party funds.
Might want to look into maybe doing a cargo run or something.
Mm-hmm.
Some extra money coming in.
Yeah. No, Drax is already thinking about going to one of his favorite places after we're done buying everything we need, and getting enough supplies for that. So don't worry, we'll have cargo to sell.
Need to grab something real quick that'll give me a better handle on what size of crew you need to have.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. But we'll just say that's handled. I'll let you know what the gold amount is. You can continue on. Don't wait for me.
Well, while they're sorting things out, could I pull Eva to the side? Just like a little bit away from the group?
There's certainly enough space.
Hey, I was just thinking, because we're back on an island with people and we might run into people that we know, and if we run into that person and I don't recognize them and I should, that might not play out well for us. I don't know, but do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
God damn it. The person that you took.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but you're talking about a needle in a haystack.
Sure, but is there any way that you could like minor illusion their face or just like something so that I could recognize them if we see them?
That's a good question. I can't, but one of the others might be able to.
How would they? They haven't met them.
Well, I mean, it probably won't be a exact 1-to-1, but just give them a description and then they can conjure
Well,
it.
I can cast minor illusion if all you can do is a description. Maybe it's just better if you just message me if you see them.
I mean, as long as we're in range, yeah. If you really want, I can reach over longer distances, but that's going to require a bit of magic. And Eva opens up her book to where Cass and Red's names are.
Oh, Anne!
You give me your signature, I can reach you anywhere.
What's your passive perception, Foster?
Dang it.
Fucking shit, what is it?
10?
10?
10.
Okay,
10.
never mind.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
What's her with? Yeah. I mean, I'm mostly worried. She's already like getting a pen out and writing. So I'm mostly worried about like if I see her and don't recognize them, that'd be bad. But like, yeah, sure, this is probably helpful as well, right?
I mean,
you already have my signature.
Are you worried about them recognizing you, or you recognizing them?
I'm both.
I mean,
like if they recognize me, I need to recognize them back.
No, I understand. As I mentioned, the best thing that I can do is write down the memory, so that at least you have a concept of what you lost. But if you want to hide from them, I mean,
should I be hiding from them?
That's up to you, dear. You tell me.
You have the memory.
Yes, and I'm aware that you have a relationship with this person. It seemed to be a decent one, but what else do you remember? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it impartial?
As you focus in on this memory, Foster, you begin to understand how truly terrifying someone like Eva could be should she chose to be. Because the memories are there, but the specific portion about this person has been particularly and precisely removed. It's just like a shadowy figure, just a unisex individual. Everything still happened. You still have the memories of what happened. You have no name, you have no face, you have no body style.
Humanoid blob.
Basically, yeah.
The emotions are there, but the vision is not.
I just give me a heads up. Yeah?
I'll do my best. That's all I can do.
I walk away.
Okay. Is everybody sticking into a group? Or are you guys going to the winds.
I mean, Red's going where Eva's going, so.
Okay.
I'm new here. I need a guide.
Oh God. Am I just gonna be tour guide now? Is that?
Yep.
We have Drakex.
Drac is tour guide too.
I'll stick with Drac.
Your tour guide up to a distance. Like
Yeah.
after a certain time, you're like, I haven't been here.
Listen, well, let's put it in all honesty. Drac's tour guide is really, do you want to see the seedy part of the city? Yes. That's where he'll go.
So
That's why I'm sticking with Drac.
Eva's over city, Drac is under city.
Yeah.
Basically, with your powers combined.
We are Captain City. Got it.
Captain City.
And the interesting conundrum is Red feels more comfortable in the Undercity, but she doesn't want to be where Eva is not right now.
Well, then I guess the three of you can decide if you're coming with me or if you're coming with Drakex.
Which of you can take me to a magic shop?
And which of you can take me to food?
They're both on the way, pretty much, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably right next to each other.
Yeah.
It's probably siblings owning the shops, too.
Mm.
So the guys
You know,
cooking the
unless you want
food, the
that-
sisters making the magic, mainly because they had a feud when they were little. And he was just like, you can't cook. And she goes, you can't make magic. And because of that, that's the only thing. And it's just not your typical magic shop with all the food, not your typical food cart with all the magic.
Right down note. Drakex likes his fantasy novels.
Uh,
Do you
So
want
you
the
going
fancy
to-
food or do you want the stolen fancy food?
That is actually a good question. But I feel like the siblings are now a thing. You're very welcome. Drac is going to the siblings.
Zon,
They're not
do
a
you,
thing.
Zon, do you want fancy food or do you want stolen fancy food?
I want fancy food.
Okay.
Yes.
Doc, over or under?
I imagine the stuff I'm looking for is to be over.
Foster, over or under?
Oh, I think I'm going under.
Okay,
Going with
then
Drac.
I will take the 4 and Foster is with
That's
Drakex.
fine.
Okay.
Fine.
We'll start with the 4.
You'll find us. Remember, if we have any problems, just follow the explosions.
Question before we part, because Drakex has all the money. How much am I allowed to spend?
Drac is going to give.
I can tell you what I'm looking for, if that will help you.
Drac is going to give you 1,000 platinum.
Jesus, bro.
Okay. Doc takes the money, not entirely sure what to do with all of it, honestly.
Listen, he's giving you more than enough for magic items, or at least he thinks it's more than enough for magic items.
You want me just to buy the store while I'm at it?
And then like
no.
half of it's really for just to placate Zon's stomach. Because he does owe her a lot of food.
Yeah.
we need to buy a whole candied apple cart at some point.
You could buy a restaurant or a magic shop. It's great passive income.
Exactly.
It's true.
All right.
Just saying.
It's my bag.
So- Red, Levikazon, Doctor, led by Eva. You are led further into the island. Beyond the bustling docks and the beginnings of some plazas, you do catch glimpses of green. Small, well-tended gardens and parks offering respite for weary travelers. As you move, a gentle wind carries the faint scent of engine oils mixed with fresh saline air. Unique blend that brings together kind of the essence of Beacon Trove. Continuing to move, she leads you to one of the, you would imagine, many market districts in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Currently bustling, as it is one of the ones closest to the docks and has a probably 20 to 25 foot main stretch of paved road that, as you look back, you can all marvel and wonder as you can see clearly all the way back to the docks. Can't make out details as you've gone pretty good distance, but you can see this is probably one of the first main veins of lifeblood that comes into the city. Looking around, taking a moment to kind of gauge the name of the shops, where you should go, one does catch the eye of the party. Tucked into a bit of a weather-worn nook, this building is draped in shimmering fabrics, and it will catch the sunlight as kind of like Zahn. You look around, you see something like, ooh, shiny.
Immediately focused.
And you look over, and for a moment you're kind of disappointed because it looks boring when you look at it, but it's these long, almost draping off the roof outside curtains. Very odd thing to have, you would think, but they are, as the wind picks them up, they shimmer with colors unimaginable. The sign out front, very simple, just reading Tempest's Trinkets.
Ooh. Hey, she kind of like leans down to Doc. Can we peek in there?
Good chance they have what I'm looking for. Might as well.
We have our first stop, you guys. It's shiny and pretty. And Zahn is already walking in the store.
Yep, okay.
Right.
As you get closer, you realize there is no door. It is just open.
Oh.
You head inside, and in this seemingly small shop, it is packed to the gills. It is difficult to move in here, Zahn.
Ooh.
The rest of you are still cramped, but not as cramped as Zahn.
Eva takes
Yeah.
Cassandra's hands and just holds them so that she can't touch anything.
There are all manner of, from incredibly mundane magical items to some things that are hanging from the ceiling that look very nice.
Ooh. Not me going to look at magic items real quick.
But as you enter Zahn, you hear kind of a bing bing. But you know you didn't open a door or hit anything. Just as you walked in, it was just a bing bing.
Magic is weird.
As the rest of you follow in, just bing 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 bing.
Does Cass do the little hop over where she finds the point and just keeps on doing it?
Eva?
Knowing Zahn, she's not even gonna bother trying to interfere and just keeps walking in.
Yeah.
Just
After
let her get
like
it out of her
3
system.
repeated times, it just stops.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just let her get it out of her system. Sometimes you're as bad as the child, you know that?
I mean, yes.
Just wanted to make sure you're aware.
Oh, yeah. I know.
After a moment, there is this sound of wood on wood kind of scraping. And you watch as 2 of the shelves just separate. You can see sitting behind a desk is a incredibly familiar-ish looking female who has this very light blue skin throughout, a familiar skin tone to that of Galen, a similar stark white hair, golden earrings through her ears, rings upon her fingers, wearing a very loose cut tunic. There seems to be just a perpetual kind of flow of wind around her. Kind of sees you. Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm in the market for some spell scrolls, as well as some good quality of paper and ink.
We'll have some, but not really my specialty here. I can get you some, but if you want a lot, I could. Hate to send you to another person, but I deal mostly in.
I'm looking for 2 specific spells.
Of course, I meant of the paper. I have some, but not a ton.
Enough to help me get the 2 spells into my grimoire would be more than enough.
That I can have enough of. What spells were you looking for?
Cure Wounds and Healing Word.
Where are the spell scroll prices? There you are. What were the 2 spells again?
Cure Wounds and Healing Word. Both should be level 1 spells.
Yep. That'll be 35 gold per scroll.
Easily enough. Including the paper, that would make it 170 gold, I believe. So that's 17 platinum.
Yes.
I'll hand her 17 platinum.
She takes it, pockets it. She quickly kind of like turns around where you can see there is like shelves behind her of just rolled up scrolls. She's kind of looking, takes her a minute. She grabs the 2, sets them down, and then reaches under the desk and sets down a stack of papers. Did you say paper and ink or just paper?
Well, I'm not entirely sure I need ink or not. I do have an emerald pen with infinite ink in it, but I don't believe it's good enough quality.
Very well. And she'll grab a little inkwell and set it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that's something we discussed, that the ink isn't good enough quality.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And Doc will begin putting it into his bag. Well, I'm sure my patients are going to be perusing for a bit. I might as well peruse as well, see if I find something else I would like. You seem to have quite the collection.
Thank you. Who is perusing?
DM, I have a technical question.
Sure.
Because the rules have changed between 2014 version and 2024 version, Eva would be looking for a scroll of Hold Monster, but 2014 has no effect on undead. 2024 does, which would change whether or not she buys that scroll. Which one would we like to go with?
Let's go with Hold Monster.
Which year?
Which year?
Oh, which year? I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. 2014.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, Azan, you were saying something.
It's all good. I'm distracted by the cats. We're good. Does Zon happen to find a very large jug of magical assortment? For no particular.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, Brendan.
What?
I saw that coming from a mile away.
I don't have guidance. Investigation. 9.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay. Roll a d4.
I could have
3.
given you guidance before you.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You do not. But what you do find is what catches your attention is floating over a probably like that big silver disc.
Mhm.
Floating over it is probably, I'd say, about a tennis ball sized glass sphere that appears to have storm clouds sealed within it.
I need to roll a d20 to see if she does this. Yeah, she pokes it.
You poke it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what was going a mile away.
It was just a little poke.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to make a deck save
If-
now.
If there's no signs or anything that say do not touch,
Yeah. Okay. So Zahn
your
is who
passive
warning
perception?
labels were made for.
oh, what?
Mhm.
What's your passive perception?
15.
On the way in, there was a sign that says "Beware of what you touched."
Mm. Knowing that, she'd be like, mm,
She still touches it.
She
on,
still
come on.
absolutely pokes it.
no.
It's your character. What do you do?
Uh-huh.
No, she would be like, storm clouds in a
I will
ball
say
of
you
something.
do get your finger starts to get a little close.
Yeah, it is like, do I? No.
As your finger reaches out,
Uh-oh.
you take 2 points of lightning damage as
Oh,
a little
no.
spark just bzz,
It's like,
hits you.
noted, do not touch. Yes.
After I make the transaction, I start to peruse. I actually have a item in mind if I can find it. It's a amulet of proof against detection and detection
Yes.
and location.
Okay. Let's see here.
And I know we also talked about a ring of mind shielding. See if they have one of those.
As you are looking for these 2 items, make me an investigation check.
Will do. That's good. That was terrible. That's an 11. Rolled a 2.
11. You do not find them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anybody else want to try and find something?
I don't know if she would know of any of these things that she could have. To be
That's the
honest,
great thing about being in a fantasy realm. What are you looking for?
something to help
what-
her not get smacked so much.
What need are you trying to? Is Red trying to fulfill?
Something to help her not get smacked so much. Something to boost. She can't wear armor.
Something to make a huge sign on Drax's back that says, hit me.
Okay, well, you know, besides that.
So AC booster is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying it in player talk, it's something to boost her AC. And I know a couple of things above character, out of character, whatever,
Make an
that would
investigation check.
work. Okay, great, cool.
As you're looking around, you have these things kind of knocking around in your skull.
She knows that Eva can give guidance, yeah?
Yep.
Darling, can I have a little bit of...
Just taps her on the shoulder.
Thank you. All right, investigation. Ugh. Great, cool. That's not even going to be helped with guidance, so she's going to re-roll it. Okay, maybe. Okay, all right, and we'll put the guidance on. Oh, that's an 18.
As you're thinking about this, and you're looking and you're wondering, on one of the kind of wooden carved hands that's there, that's just filled with rings. Something about one of the rings stands out to you. As you look at it closer, it looks like a ring that will go over either like the thumb or the middle finger, one of your larger digits. It is this kind of thick, silver, platinum looking ring with this little shield molded on it.
Okay. Can she tell mechanically if that's as good as her cloak of protection? Above game, obviously, I already know.
Make
But-
an Arcana check.
Okay.
See if you can discern it.
She still got guidance on. Yeah, that lasts a minute.
Did you use the guidance?
Ah, shit, she did. Yeah, never mind.
Does guidance expire?
I don't
I
know
thought
if
it was used once it's applied
Yeah,
to the
That's-
if
roll.
I'm not mistaken.
is that
based on the roll.
bardic.
It's one check of your choice.
Oh, okay.
You're
There,
thinking
man.
Baldur's Gate logic.
Yes, I am.
Oh gosh, yeah, playing too much Baldur's Gate. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's all
she's
good.
gonna use another.
That's on Saturday, right?
So-
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the second S
Totally.
Saturday.
totally.
Oh, that's so much better. 24.
Yes, you get the same kind of abjuration magic coming off of this ring as you do for your cloak.
Okay. Well, I don't think I found anything in here. At least nothing better than what I already have. Anyone else need anything?
I'm looking.
Yes. But Lana's gonna be smart about this and go up to the shopkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Dear.
Okay, so I'm new. I don't know magic things, and I was looking for something that my friend had. She could fly with it, and it looked like a broom, and she looked like a witch on it. Do you have one of those?
I don't. But
Ah,
if you're going
but-
to be on the island for a couple weeks,
maybe, yeah.
I could make one.
Yes. Absolutely. How much is that going to put me back?
She kind of looks you up and down. Oh, materials, the enchanting, the time.
Mm-hmm.
Have to close the shop for a little bit so I can focus on it. Probably about 5,000 gold.
I. No. Let me go talk to my accountant.
You see this perplexed look as she's like, accountant?
That's a big word for Zahn.
Yeah. Ugh. Who taught her that word?
Okay,
Dom-
not gonna
Her
lie.
sister.
Me,
No, her
me in the
sister.
background, just also like putting in what kind of jobs we need for the crew, and it's just like every single time something comes up, oh, I need one of these. I need one of these.
Hello, child thing.
He's just slowly
Um,
added to that roster.
So she's going to go over to Doc and kind of look at him and then talk in his mind so the shopkeep can't read lips or figure out what's happening. So I kind of feel bad that Red lost her broom and I was thinking about getting her a new one. But the shopkeep says, like, she wants 5,000 gold and that she's going to have to close the store for a few days to make it.
Well, I I do feel responsible because it's kind of our fault that she ended up losing
I
it.
mean, yeah, but that seems like a lot for a broom.
Well,
Like,
Doc's
even
aware
I
of
think that's a lot.
Doc's aware of how rare that broom actually was.
In like the background of this conversation, it's like it's because it's a flying Nimbus 3000.
No, the price reflects its rarity, though. It is very, very rare to find one. The fact that Red had one at all, I always kind of questioned, but I didn't ask.
Hi.
Right.
Nobody ever asked Drac
So-
how exactly did he get the stuff.
Nobody wanted to know.
Well,
Nobody wants to know.
we can get it. I had the money on me for it.
Yeah. Let's wait for now. Let's wait for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody wants baller items until it comes to baller item price.
Yes.
It's only 500 of platinum that Drax gave me.
Yeah, that's still like half the money.
It is, but we have 10,000 gold right now sitting in Doc's bag.
Yeah.
Just
Remember,
saying.
Zon doesn't realize how rich we are.
Doc didn't need it until Drax dropped the money on him, to be fair. Because me and you didn't go to the bank with them, remember?
Mm-hmm.
No. Remember, this is the money that he took out of the horde
That too.
during the game.
Yeah. But I think we were
Jack
able
just
to
went
other things.
hand in right into the bag of holding,
Yep.
and they counted the money afterwards.
Yep. I remember. Kind of set us up for a bit.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's definitely within our price range, so I'm not too
Mhm.
concerned with paying for it. Because like I said, I feel responsible she lost it in the first place.
Can I have it? The 5,000?
Doc will look around and see where the other two are. Like, are they preoccupied and they're not seeing us right now?
It's up to them. I'm not going to take their agency away. So Red and Eva, what do you got up to?
Eva is looking at the shopkeeper and has gone kind of just up and down the aisles. She doesn't really know what she's looking at. She's not studied like Doc is in different magics and things. So I'm just gonna walk up to the shopkeeper and be like, "Pardon me, can you help me? I'm kind of looking for something."
Well, certainly. What can I help you with?
I need an item, any particular kind of item,
Mhm.
that could potentially contain a very powerful being. And she just straight up puts it out there.
How strong are you talking here? Like physically powerful? Arcanely powerful?
Both.
Oh. Well, you won't find something like that here, unfortunately.
Do you happen to know where I might?
Tales of legend. I'm kidding. What are you trying to capture?
Oh, just a vampire lord. Need to bring him in for a bounty. She's technically not lying, which is the best part.
Yeah.
Hang on.
This is the role to see if she actually believes the audacity of the comment.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to believe you, and then she immediately just eyes you up and down, then eyes down Red, then eyes down Zahn.
Do I need to passive intimidation this person?
Nope.
Huh?
It's already done.
She just kind of goes, adventurers.
Yeah.
And then she's scrolling back in the corner, just goes,
Doc's the
note
most
taker.
civilian-looking person here, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not in my play doctor outfit. I'm just in my civilian clothes. I'm the most basic dude here.
Red's still in her red gi.
There are some devices that can be procured. Heard of things such as I know there are some manticles out there. I forget their name escapes me, but there are those. They can contain powerful creatures. If this individual you're going after is beyond, let's say, the ability to level an island, you won't find anything like that in a shop. But I'm sure something exists. I mean, everything has its ability to be pinned down, even the gods. So just takes time to find and make.
We're so very lucky Red is not paying attention to this conversation.
During this conversation, when Doc would just hand over the 500 platinum to Zahn.
Okay.
Do you happen to know if maybe one of the upper stores, maybe, possibly?
They would probably have those manticles. Perhaps your smart one over there could learn the enchantment and pull it from that and strengthen it, perhaps. I don't know. Anything else that can really help?
All right. I'll look around. Thank you.
Of course. Be safe.
Gonna need it. Thank you.
She looks genuinely concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Not the fact that you're in her shop, just for your well-being.
Yeah,
Well,
as you should.
the mention of a vampire lord in this era, like, that's concerning in of itself.
Yeah, no, thanks. I need that.
Zahn,
Just
you have been
walks away.
successfully, sneakily past the funds in question.
She, after letting them have their conversation, waiting for them to disperse a little bit, she is going to scoot over and kind of lean in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, how would you feel about 4,000?
Make a persuasion check.
I meant to go to Eva first. It's fine. It's fine. I got this. I totally got this, you guys.
Hey.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
You know what?
Natural
Hold on.
fucking-
Before you say anything, just add that D4. Just add that
20
D4
plus
for good measure.
my help dice, which is so 24.
Oh my god.
The dice spoke.
Okay. $4,500.
Ooh.
It's a
If you can customize it for that price, we have a deal.
What is in your mind when you say customize?
I want it to be so gaudy and flames running down the handle, red fibers for the bristles of the brush, of the broom, a nice strong oak handle.
4,600 will be done.
In a week and a half? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
I'll pay you half now. And half when I get it. 4,600.
Deal.
Deal. She will pocket out 2,300.
She stops you.
Oh.
She reaches under the desk. And she puts something on the counter.
Oh.
It's like a piece of black sackcloth.
Mm-hmm.
And then she unfolds it once, unfolds it again, 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 and again, until it's a 5-foot wide hole. And she just points down. Just drop it in.
Noted.
Do you
Okay.
look in? Do you look in?
Oh yeah, she peeks in.
As you peek in, you don't know how deep this is, but you do know there's about a 3-foot drop before there's just coin.
Make a pretty good living doing this.
Don't make me regret it.
No, I'm absolutely not. And she is going to drop the 2,300 gold, but
Okay.
230 platinum.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
math. Yes.
As soon as you do that, she folds it up quickly, tucks it away. Excuse me, I am so sorry, but it is time for my lunch. If you are not buying anything, I do need to close up for a bit.
Right.
Alrighty.
Red exits.
San goes back over to Doc and hands him back all the money that she has. She's like, nope.
I will buy 2,000 apple carts. Don't.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm keeping track of how much we have. Or our current money in gold value is 7,130.
Perfect.
Okay. You all leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
She closes the door, which there is, as she does so, you see she kind of reaches to the doorway, the threshold itself, and she kind of like slides out from a recessed hiding place, and it just and this has already painted on it closed.
Alrighty. Where to next?
Well, somebody mentioned food, so might as well get that taken care of before we starve to death.
Perfect.
And I will pick a above average but still affordable place for us to find some food.
Okay.
Give us a
You
little treat.
take them further inland, not far, maybe about an extra 100, 200 feet, and you come upon basically the dining area of this section of the island. There are various pubs, taverns, restaurants, some are 1 story, some 2 stories. You head to a place that catches your attention, known as the Gilded Kite. Known as such as perpetually flying from various points of its roof are kites on little 5 to 10 foot strings. Heading inside, the interior itself is mostly open. There's not a lot of what appears to be private dining here. It's mostly open tables, open seating even. I would say this time of day it is a little busy. But as you walk in, you are greeted by a female half-elf who's kind of wearing this sleek with a oddly almost out of place ruffled collar. She has this kind of bright smile with this almost, let's say, brownish auburn hair pulled up tight into a tight bun on the back of her head. She has these looping earrings made of gold. She approaches you. Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the Gilded Kite. My name is Madame Alessandre. How may I assist you? Would you like a seat?
Just looking for some food.
Yes.
Of course, my esteemed Skyfarer. This way. It leads you to a table. You are sat. You are given these kind of hard parchments that have menus stamped onto them. Probably a first for some of you here.
Wouldn't be a first for me and Zon. Because we,
Oh,
we had
yeah.
a fancy restaurant and went and got it.
We did. We did.
If not a first, definitely a few and far between.
Yeah.
There seems to be two things that are noted as the special of this establishment. There's the seared skyfish, and then the sky spice bisque.
Why am I thinking Sky Bison?
I think Dakwa had the spice bisque.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. She have both.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's
All I gotta
Zon.
do is pay
She's
for
gonna
it.
have both. She's like, I can't decide. I'm having this.
Your food is ordered. We'll put the price at. Come on. Let's say. For Zon, total meal cost would be 10 gold, and then the rest of you 5.
Including Cassandra.
She can share some of Zon's, if anything.
She's gonna share a plate. Then yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
But
As you know, for pricing.
yeah, the meal is delicious. You are welcome to spend time here as our focus shifts back in time by about an hour or two. And we hone in on our 2 Outlanders. You watch as the 4 of them go off to whatever shops and places they're going, and the 2 of you are left standing in the part of this section of the sky docks.
Mm-hmm.
So, question. You said something about the island, like, dampening the winds or something? Brandon? Am I...
It doesn't so much dampen the winds as it... How do I put this? Typically, 1, you're above the clouds. 2, the island moves. So there would be higher winds. But the bubble that has been arcanely placed around this place that you felt when you came in is something that does assist in reducing the wind. Not to a point to where ships can't sail in and out, but certainly lessens it. So it's
It acts as a windbreaker.
basically, yeah. You don't
Cool,
have
cool.
the elderly or children falling over in the streets because a gust came by. This isn't Chicago.
Yeah. It's kind of like stuffy in here. Okay, thank you. I just was on that. Where are we headed?
Drac for a moment just like takes a deep breath and like you kind of see like his eyes flash for a second. He was like, yes, we're heading this way. And
Cool.
he's going to take you between like into an alleyway, makes a turn, makes another turn, probably like about 5 more, backtracks a couple of times, and then eventually just stands in front of a door and just knocks twice. Goes down to the like near the handle, knocks again, then the very top of the door, just punches it 1 time, and just leans back and waits.
Little window slot opens. Who is it?
Yeah, let me in.
Squint back.
Closes.
Waits a minute.
A rolled up piece of paper is sticking out.
Takes the paper,
Closes it.
reads the paper.
I want my fucking gold back.
Oof.
He looks at it for a minute, tries to remember how much gold did I owe him again. I have it, plus I also need supplies because I'm running low on cash anyway. Can you let me in now so we can talk like gentlemen or rascals, as the case may be?
You hear the sound of metal grinding against the wood. It's like as the door opens, and immediately you're just met with this giant middle finger right in your face.
See, last time you did that, I kind of just electrocuted you, so let's not. But thank you anyway. And he just walks right past them inside.
Nice to meet you. As I follow him in.
Oh yeah, and that's Foster.
Before you is a bald-headed, golden-eyed, probably middle-aged human female, a bit stockier in the build, a lot of scars. Hi. She just pushes you in so she can close the door. Inside, immediately you are met with a thick smell of alcohol and tobacco. As not even 3 feet from the door is a table of ongoing cards.
Oh, who's winning today? Are you winning today?
What's your passive perception, Dragix?
Mine? That's a good question. 18.
Okay.
At one point, it was only 10. So
It
this
was,
is a
yeah.
drastic jump.
So it'll be up to you if you stop this or not, but you do feel someone rummage through your pockets.
Hand immediately grabs onto it, not even looking at it. It's like, again? Seriously?
It's the person that let you in. Yes, seriously, I want my payback.
Am I being rummaged through?
You look around now.
I see that happen. I go, and I stuff the important shit in my bra.
He just like takes the hand out, just like, you'll get it after, like I said.
Holds it upright.
How much gold did he owe her?
How much do you think you owe her? Make a history check.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
That's a 4.
A 4? She looks over to you. Jetta.
Jetta, nice to meet you. That's a beautiful name.
She looks over to Drakix. My 10?
Drake is just like immediately counting. He gets to 10. He was about to add more. He's like, oh, just 10. Okay, never mind here.
She takes it. So good to see you again. And she sits down and immediately bets half of it.
In his mind, he's just like, oh, thank God. I thought it was more than that. Okay. He's going to look around first to see who else is playing cards.
There's probably about, in all, there's 3 tables happening right now. And then at the back, there is an individual that is not so much bartending as they are already, like, there's this, like, a heavy crossbow on the table, loaded and ready.
No, we're not going to steal today. We're not going to steal today.
You telling yourself or me?
He just looks over at her for a moment. Please don't. Not today.
It was just clarifying, okay? Not my plan.
I mean, perhaps you had those card skills you developed back when you got it.
I know. That's he's just like, maybe we should play. He's just like, no. First, business, then fun. He is... Who else does he recognize? Because there's probably has to be a broker in here somewhere.
You do recognize one. Not playing cards, kind of sitting by themselves, going through a book. You do recognize an individual by the name of Rolf. R-U-L-F. They are a human male, average height. They have this kind of long, straight brown hair, but the left side has just been shaved down to the skull.
He's gonna walk right over to Rolf and just be like, "Well, it's been a while. How's business been?"
Looks up and looks at you. Oh. Oh.
Yes, I'm not dead. This
Hey.
is not a ghost.
He reaches out and actually like pokes you.
You know,
I
just,
gotta make sure every time, because the way you sail, jeez.
okay, first of all, that was not my fault the last 3 times.
No, just the fourth, right?
I have my own ship now, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, for how long?
As long as nobody else decides to try to break my ship. Okay, but the last 4 people, like, those weren't mine. I had to take control. And that's not my fault, all right? It's not my fault that people hunt them, okay?
I'm not entertaining your stories today.
Well, that's perfectly
can I
fine.
do
I
for you?
can't. Business? What needs to be shipped out?
Oh, thank goodness. Where are you going next?
I haven't decided yet. You give me a good place, I'll go.
How long are you staying here?
2 weeks. Minimum.
2?
Yes, aren't you just gonna enjoy my presence here?
He immediately flips the page again. That's off the table. Ooh, we are waiting for this one to heat off a bit. What do you know about Loomshire?
A bit. What's going on? What?
I've got a particular request from some individuals to ferry, I don't know, some unregistered magical device over to them. Sure, it's nothing. It's actually quite. The crate itself is even small. It's barely 3 feet by 3 feet. See these details right? He starts like looking through other pages. No, that's right.
Where? I know this is a taboo question, but do you know where that package came from by chance?
Came from? No, I just know what's going.
No, it just got delivered here, dropped on your doorstep with a note saying like where to
excuse
go.
me. No, I know who brought it in, but I don't know where they got
Got it. And I really find that hard to believe, you knowing who you are, Rolf, and the fact that you love to be in the know.
Are you taking the job or not?
Of course, I'm going to take the job. I need the money.
Good. It will pay 10,000 on delivery.
Okay.
Bad.
What? I don't like that face that you're making with that one.
No, it was just. Oh, that's why. We had to stash it in a particular warehouse, so we're waiting for the attention to die down on that place where we pull it out of there. That's why it'll take a week or 2 to get it.
Okay, that's fine. The moment that you have enough free time, and if you have
Where's your
the
ship
hands,
at?
it's at the docks. Where else is it going to be? It's a legitimate ship this time.
And what's the name of your legitimate ship?
The Entropy. You'll find it.
He
You'll see
writes
it.
that down. Player for dramatic.
Do you expect anything else? If it wasn't dramatic, people would know who it is. If it's a dramatic name, people would just be like, who's this gaudy asshole? See me? That's bullshit. That's not his ship.
Right. Well, I'll send word before it gets delivered. Per the usual methods.
Of course. Don't worry, I'll be back around a couple of times.
Anything else?
Well, if there is any other jobs heading that way, let me know. Just add him into the queue.
Not for you.
Oh, is there any other news that I should be made aware of? Any information that's gone out there? And he drops like 5 gold on the table.
Kind of looks at it and questions the authenticity of the gold as he looks at it.
Drac just rolls his eyes. You can go check it.
I've got half a mind to do so.
Check it.
No, that's fine. He takes it. Oh, do you want rumor mill or do you want actual fact?
Both. Because as it stands, rumor tends to have a little grain of salt, and actual fact sometimes is exaggerated.
Rumor mill is somebody dropped the ball in a shipment and got found out by the Cloud Ocean Trading Company while en route.
Oh.
They were doing a ship of Validium, of all things.
Oh. That's why they came at us, really. Got it. How long ago was that?
About a half a 10 day.
Got it. Understand.
Nope.
That would have
that's
been
when-
such an expensive.
Hang on, and he flips a page. That's when they got back with their prisoners. So this probably would have happened 10 day and a half ago.
Oh,
10 day and a half.
poor crew, whoever they may be. They're never going to see the light of day again.
No, they're not.
What about the
Or they-
rumor mill?
The rumor mill? Well, there's always the compass in question. Individuals still looking for that thing on this island. You would know this is referring to a device as the Celestial Compass. It is a device said to have the ability to move a ship instantaneously from island dock to island dock once it was properly affixed and enchanted to the ship.
There's no other stories on that one by chance? Nothing.
No. Individuals still trying to either dig for it without getting caught about the law of the deep, or individuals exploring for it without getting caught about the law of the deep.
He's going to put down another 10 gold. Give me all the information you have on it. I have somebody who can make heads or tails if there is actual fact to it.
He just takes 5. It's all rumor mill. Everyone knows we're just islands. There's nothing going on beneath us but dirt and arcane.
He just pats him on the shoulder very gently. Of course. There might be a mild condensation in the tone, but it's very light.
Okay.
But the other 5, he kind of just pushes it forward anyway. Any word from... Any stories coming from Reese? Wingata?
Nothing comes out of Reese. You know that. Wingata, it's there. It's heart of Weave Tech.
Oh, there's always a story somewhere.
None that make it this far.
Well, if you do find anything, please leave any information. And he does push the extra 5 over on my ship. I'd rather be wary of things, just in case I end up on the wrong side of a cloud. You know.
Considering you can't swim for shit, I hope doesn't happen.
Well,
You know, that's like a general that's not even a stab, because nobody can swim in the Cloud Ocean.
yeah. But he just looks at him, he just smiles like, yeah, but at least I can fly.
as this whole conversation went down, the one specific where he asked about Wingata and it was like nothing makes it that far. Is he hiding anything? Is he keeping anything?
Make an insight check.
Yes, thank you. That is what I wanted to do. Okay. It's a 21.
He's
So I'm
hiding
just
something.
sitting. He is?
He is.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna sit on that. But
I say with that high of an insight check, as you look around, you notice some of the games have stalled, and all eyes seem to be on Drakix.
yep.
Drakix, as you finish your conversation, you notice this as well with your passive perception of 19.
All right, where to next?
He's just gonna turn. All right, which one of these people hates him the most that he knows?
That you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know anybody else here aside from Jeddah. And Jeddah, well, she doesn't like you. You wouldn't say she hates you.
Which one of them's giving him the angriest look of all? That's the better push.
Looking around, you do see an individual that is sitting not at Jeddah's table, but to the right of it. And he's not even trying to hide it. He is staring at you with his hand moving across the table to a long sword that's kind of like tilted and leaning against it.
He just looks over and just goes, "Oh, are you also needing a crewmate? But I'll join your crew without any issue. And you know what happens if I do?" And he just starts to grin as he walks over. It's just like, by all means, continue to glare. And I will make sure that I'm on that ship. And whatever adversities fall upon you, I will watch with a smile on my face as your ship burns. So unless you have a problem or you have something for me to do, speak.
He just stares you down, doesn't say anything.
Let me find your ship. Whatever happens, remember, you asked for it. Then he just looks over to Jeddah. Bye, Jeddah. I'll see you later. Don't worry. I'll make sure that next time I give you the money in the beginning too.
You see,
All
she's just like doing like the Hollywood rake in. No, you're
Uh-huh.
good. Have a nice day. She just
See,
pulls all
at
the
least,
coins towards
at
her.
least I'm your good luck charm. You're very welcome. And he just opens.
Two guys she's playing with like throws their cards down. They stand up and walk away.
He just opens the door, lets her. He's gonna let Foster out first, and then immediately looks over to the guy still glaring at him, and just in his head, whatever you have, I will find it and take it from your cold, dead hands, and just closes the door right behind him.
Okay.
Little harsh, but like that's fine.
Oh, this is in his head. You didn't hear those words.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You just saw a cold stare.
Yeah.
Say it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, that's a bit much, buddy. Tone it down.
Oh, if only you knew.
Y'all
if
are
only
like,
you knew the stories. Anyway.
we're outside now.
Yeah, we're outside.
So, y'all are fugitives from Wingata, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they know
And
that.
technically Reese. But anyway, we don't talk about that one too much.
They've heard. They know that.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that part. Rolf knows, and he also knows how much to believe and what not to believe. So they were
Sure,
Jeddah.
but isn't there a reward for fugitives? Who cares what's true?
Oh, there's always a reward for fugitives, and there's probably like a wanted post like about 5 feet from them, peels it right off of the wall.
You know, there's no. So there's a give of context for you, Paige, about this world.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, inter-island crime, they don't really bother with other people's problems until it becomes their problem as well.
Got it.
Now, they won't publicly and knowingly harbor someone who is of such crimes as they claim to be, But at the
Yeah.
same time, they're not exactly on the look with wanted posters everywhere and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Basically, don't stir trouble here. No one's going to try to go looking. But also, considering you were in a section of the underbelly, these people travel. They get around. So they're always looking for coin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, he's already. We're gonna go to probably like another information vendor, and just be like, "Hey, so what are the guys that?" Immediately, he's gonna describe the guy I was playing cards at Jetta's table. It's just like, the table next door. It's like, I just need to know what chip he has, just to be on the lookout. Maybe rob him later. I don't know yet. Depends on my mood.
Are you gonna hit another vendor?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna hit
Okay.
3 of them.
Okay.
Well, another 2, I should say.
We'll get those 2 after our break.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, get some water and snacks, and we'll see you guys when we get back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out during our break. Let's get right back into it. So, wrapping up your adventures out and about, I will say you are able to get a name, but he does not belong to any ship. He basically just jumps ships as needed.
Oh, lovely.
We could get him on our ship for our
I
crew.
can make him into fish bait.
We need a real crew though.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting a crew. He's just
His
gonna become
name
fish bait.
is
Eh.
Barda.
Barda.
Barda. Barda.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
And he's just a random guy that hates you? Do you know him?
I didn't recognize him at all, right? Nothing?
Nope.
No.
He's
He
just
probably
someone
hates
who
me.
is looking for you.
I was probably on a ship with him, and they kind of ran into foul luck, and therefore, since then, he hates me. That is
Your
possible.
history, who knows?
I've been on a bunch of ships. Half of them have gone down. Half of them end up with holes in the wall.
Oh, is that the same half?
No,
Or-
two different halves.
So that's all of them then.
Yes. That's pretty much.
I might just stay here. I don't know if I want to get back on a ship with you.
Well, you see, I'm captain of this one, so therefore we're fine. The other was I
What?
was part of the crew. I was not captain.
I feel like that would be worse though. Don't you see how
No.
that's worse?
No,
You know-
no. Have you had any issues so far? No. You've been content. You've
haven't
been
had a bad-
warm. It's been fine.
We have had a couple of holes in our ship, though.
That was before she got there. She doesn't know that.
You
I
are
mean, the
having a
Kraken or the
conversation. As
there
two
was
of you
a
are having
storm
these
that did some
conversations
damage, but
and walking through,
yes.
Mhm.
a
Oh,
wind of delicious smelling food comes across your nostrils.
Drax is
Float
already
towards
walking
it.
towards the food.
You head
Like-
into Drifter's Haven.
This is so Drax. This is so
It is
Drax.
a-
It's not even funny.
Cozy restaurant, mostly catering to cloud ship crews and travelers on a budget. It has large bay windows that overlook the street, and most of the building is made from wood. There is the key feature of the room as you walk into it is again just all open seating.
Mhm.
The leftmost wall as you walk in, the entire wall is painted mural of the known realm. And every island has a bunch of little like pins with little pieces of fabric hanging from them.
Except Reese, probably, because
Not
nothing
like a-
ever comes out of Reese.
There is one at Reese.
Oh.
There's one.
That's probably a new addition.
Maybe
It's like a
like,
pin where you're from.
someone caught a rumor of you. Who knows?
And do you say that out loud, Foster?
Mhm.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah? You hear someone say, yes, exactly, that's the point.
Well, that's lovely. I love it. It's so cute. I'm gonna take a pin and I'm putting it not on Volantis. I'm putting it on the favorite island that I've ever been to. It's like really small. It was just like really low key. That's my vacation spot. Oh.
Luckily,
Drax.
just opposed. Drac goes to the seat, like a dive bar-esque area, while the rest of us goes to a fancy restaurant.
This is fair. This is the dynamic. Drac is the drifter / dive bar guy of the group. So, yeah.
As you get up there, Foster, and you poke yours, you step back, you can see the mural does have this kind of like overarching title. And it just says, The Wall of Drifters.
I'm gonna kind of take a minute and like scan and then kind of look at where things are, where we are, where home is, where the island that they're from that I don't remember right now is. I'll kind of space it out, visualize it.
Drac just goes and orders food for both of them. A
You-
plate of
you
each.
didn't put your pin. Oh, whatever. Follow you.
Drac just looks at it, goes like,
What's being served right now is it's relatively served to you pretty quick. Actually, you order and immediately, maybe not even a minute later, a bowl is set down in front of you of a slow cooked dish. Most of it looks like it is root vegetables, chunks of meat, and you can see there are some like sprinkled spices on top. The bowl itself has been placed on another plate that just has like sliced bread kind of like displayed across it.
That
And
works.
then comes the mug. And it's set down. Clunk.
Drac just looks up. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Of course.
And then just pushes the coin for the 2 meals. Then immediately just takes a slow drag from the mug, sets it down just to enjoy the taste before going for the bowl.
This would be for both meals, it'd be 1 gold piece. 1 gold piece.
Okay.
Well, shit. If I knew you were paying, we would have gone somewhere fancy.
Then you should have gone with the other group.
More fun, more interesting with you.
Oh, you'd be surprised how much interesting things can get. And chaotic.
That's what I'm here for.
He is, in the meantime that he's enjoying, he's also listening to what's going on around him. Would that be perception check, sir?
It would, yes.
Okay.
If you're going to be active about it, then yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm adding a D4. That's a 17.
17, looking around. Individuals that are here are just in their own conversations, paying you and your companion no mind.
Nothing of note, though. No stories of different sailing routes having issues.
On that, no. You don't catch wind of anything out of the ordinary. You do hear a couple of similar tales about the Cloud Ocean Trading Company being a little more active, but you know why.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was really hoping somebody else met that Kraken, but I guess I'm not that lucky. Anyway. Mid enjoying the meal, he's definitely gonna look over to Foster and be like, so what would you like? I've gone to the places that I would like to go to.
I had an idea, but I don't know. It's just kind of hot here. It's kind of warm. Not feeling it anymore.
Okay.
So,
Well, any ideas as to where you would like to go?
I would love to find some work for these 2 weeks. I'm not good at sitting still.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure work will fall into our lap. Or will fall into it. Typically happens either way.
We could go see a show.
We could go see a show. Pretty sure if we went back to Rolf and Jenna, we may be able to find a job here on the island to help clear out a mess or a nest. Either one.
Yeah.
Though I'm sure if I don't actually tell The others, one will flambe me.
What if we go to a show without him?
Well, that, and if we do a job without them, I'm sure Red will flambe me.
Well, yeah, but I think that's likely to happen no matter what you do. So
That is fair.
that island that we're going to next, it's Luminos.
Loomshire.
Thank you. What's that like? I haven't been there.
I need to roll history to see if Track's been there, right?
See if you've been there and how much you recall.
All right, that's a 7. I know shit from shit, apparently.
Alrighty then.
There's an entire chart, each
What?
number in there. How much does Track know about the island?
Loomshire on the map. See if there's
Yeah.
many people from there. Everything.
There's a few people from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely people from there.
That's one of them.
Oh.
That's about as far. What else do I know about it other than the fact that Red's from there?
The common knowledge is that most of their purpose and the things they do is utilizing weave tech and that specific kind of magic to make things that aren't cloud ships or sky ships, using it in other ways that could be utilized and how it can be utilized.
Okay.
Because it's still a recently discovered type of arcane power. And the most people know about it is potent.
Gotcha. So he's definitely going to mention that.
Seems like everywhere's doing some powerful ass magic. Bullshit fuckery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can't. Could be cool to go though. Find a new spot.
That will be there soon enough. 2 weeks.
I think Foster's feeling the heat from the Cloud Ocean Trading Company. But they found their people. They brought people in.
Drax is just gonna look at her and just in her mind as he continues to actually chew, she's just gonna hear, poor summer child. You know nothing of what they would do.
Oh, I know what they would do, but they have to know that there's someone left to do it too.
I'm sure once again, like Jimmy said that out loud.
If I can respond in your mind, I would do that. I can't.
Nope, you only hear him.
Well, I think it. And I'm giving you a look like I'm not an idiot.
And he's gonna look back at you once again in your mind as he's still chewing. They probably know that there is someone else, as not everyone has a very strong will. So he's going to take a hat of disguise, well, his hat of disguise, out of his bag, and just hand it to her.
What's this? I liked your other hat.
You've seen this before.
More. I say it anyway.
You've seen
like
similar items like this before.
I say it. I like the other hat more.
Oh, I'm sure, but this is more practical in the moment.
I set the hat down on the table and put my hand on my chest, and her hair goes white and her horns go black, and it's her skin goes green. She's generally the same, but everything just shifts a little bit.
Oh.
You
And once
hear
again, in her mind,
a
in
voice
clear view of people.
Magic
come
trick.
from behind you, Foster.
Mm.
Oh, that's certainly impressive. And you can see it's this individual
Thanks.
wearing like this white apron. It's basically the individual that cooks. He's just been kind of making rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thanks.
of course.
Just a little trick,
No,
but
I understand. But
Yeah.
it was pretty neat, but keep it down for the normies.
that's not fancy shit. There's fancy stuff out there. This is nothing.
Dragon's just gonna put the hat back into his bag.
He goes, "You're right, it is nothing." And you watch as he moves his hand over your drink. And a little bit of frost forms right over the tip.
Yeah.
As it immediately cools itself.
Does Drac recognize the man?
Cheers.
No.
Or I should say person, really.
No.
Okay.
But you recognize the spell. It's very, very base cantrip.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful trick. Wish I knew I could do it, but that's besides the point.
I did pick up Drex.
Did you all decide on a place you would meet afterwards? Once your business of the day was done?
Nope.
Okay.
No!
Where are the two of you heading when you're done here?
He's going...
Do a show. Come on.
Oh, I guess
Night
we're
out
going
on
to
the
a show.
town. Night out on the town. We're doing this.
Where would he go for a show?
You have no idea, Draken.
Okay.
You'd imagined inland.
He's gonna go
I'm gonna
follow
try.
their path and then follow the path that he saw the group take, mildly internally hoping that his luck isn't that bad and he bumps into them.
Roll a D100.
I am kind of actively fucking with this because I'm trying to find us like seedy nightclub show
Okay.
vibes.
20,
What was it?
21?
Nope.
21.
Alright, I guess we're gonna find a nightclub before we find the party.
Yep.
Yes.
How seedy we talking here?
Oh, you know. Well, like maybe just like
Do these establishments need a bouncer?
no, but like
Okay.
the entrance is kind of like really minimal.
Okay.
Oh, so we're talking like old school
It's kind of
door looks like
speakeasy
part of
vibes.
the wall. So yeah, speakeasy. Yeah.
Speakeasy vibes.
Are you
So how many
No
the
bouncer,
direct-
but maybe there's a VIP section in the back that has a
right? Are
bouncer.
you looking for entertainment that you sit and watch, or that you partake in?
Sit and watch.
Okay.
I don't know.
May, what's your background?
Oh fuck. I don't know. Charlatan.
Okay. What's your tactics? Sailor.
Mine is smuggler.
Smuggler, that's right. Not gonna help you a lot here.
Well,
Give me-
technically, like you can use that as a means to get out of tight situations. So yeah,
Yeah, but you're pretty far inland.
that is also very fair.
Both of you make perception checks. See if you can weed out one of these places.
Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna add a D4, my last one for the night, but that's fine.
I don't think it's even worth it.
I got a 17.
I rolled a
Oh.
7.
Okay. So 17, you find one place
Mm-hmm.
that just has a very plain door, and it just says ale across the top.
That's
Nothing else.
exactly the shit that I'm looking for.
You head inside, and you are immediately met with a 5 foot by 5 foot by 10 foot room.
Mm-hmm.
Inside is an individual sitting behind a very small podium. And they just hold their hand out. They say nothing.
Drac knows they're Does Drac realize that they're looking for
It's a
coin?
cover. Yeah. Coin and cover.
Like he's cover fees probably. He's gonna give him 10 gold for the fuck of it.
They take it and just
Money.
kind of go wide-eyed. Right. And they pocket it, and they lead you through in the next door.
Amazing.
As soon as it opens into basically a grand floor to where there's probably seating for 20, 30 people. The place is packed. And there's currently someone on stage, looks like a warm-up band or something like that, just some individuals playing some simple instruments. They lead you right past them. They don't even stop.
Mm-hmm.
They lead you up a pair of half stairs. You only vertically go up maybe 8 to 9 feet, where you are then led to basically like a VIP box that overlooks and looks down on the stage. Not a huge place, but just enough space to squeeze in a VIP box or two.
Drac is just gonna nod at him, just take a seat, and just lean back.
Well, he just leaves.
Yep.
Maybe a minute later they come back. 2
Drinks.
clean glasses and a bottle of wine.
Good stuff.
It's unlabeled.
Mm.
But I will say it does not take too difficult of a discerning eye to see that as you take the bottle, you can't see the cork that holds it because the top quarter of it is dipped in wax.
Ah, that's good stuff. Oh, fuck yes. And I go about opening it.
Okay.
And pouring us glasses.
Drac is just gonna take his.
deep red.
Yes. No, I
He's
pour you
just
a
gonna-
glass. I give you your glass.
He's just gonna click it with hers. He just took a
Eye
small
contact.
sip.
You gotta make eye contact when you cheers.
He is, of course. He's not. He's not uncivilized. He knows the rules.
You can fake it to make it.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
rest of your night is spent wining and dining through various acts and shows. Some of them are musical, some of them are dagger juggling, other feats of acrobatics like that.
I could do that. I could juggle daggers like that. I could absolutely do that. I'm saying.
And probably riled up in the same process. And he
And-
kind of like mumbles that so that his voice doesn't travel.
I'm gonna say something
Mhm.
and then ask for a question and then continue to narrate.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, once the bottle is empty, another one, the person comes back and sets it down and takes it. How long does it take the two of you to realize this happens?
That a new bottle has been placed.
Yes.
Probably instantly.
However
Does
long
Drac,
it takes
even
me
though
to finish
I
my
guess my
cup.
question isn't so much that, it's how many bottles do you think you go through?
No. Drac has been sipping
least.
his. So like
Okay.
he's taking his time with it.
Okay.
Oh.
So if she's going through hers fast enough, he'll realize when the first one gets changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I realize the first one gets changed when my cup is empty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know. and I'm definitely drinking faster than Drax.
Okay. We will come
Indulge a
back to
little
you
bit.
later. The four of you, as you're enjoying your meal, some time has passed. Very delicious, great atmosphere. There's light harp music in the background. It is to the nines.
Son scarfed her food down and is just sitting there gently. I feel like they gave wine and there's like no mead.
There's no meat. There
There's
is
no meat.
wine and there is bread once your dinner is finished.
She's just like sipping it too ladylike and just like, is there another place where we can get better drinks? This tastes like juice.
There's always better drinks. How much are you willing to pay?
I mean, how much did Jarkix give us?
Too much.
Exactly.
Oh,
We're
jeez.
not spending all of our money on drinks.
No, I'm not gonna
I
spend.
don't think we physically
Damn.
could, to be honest, but
You
We
could.
certainly could.
We could.
I could type into Google dumb shit that's expensive.
Trust me, I could come up with a list of dumb shit that's expensive.
Mate, I do have a list of alcohols in D&D, so
I mean, I can certainly point one out to you if you would like. I still have a little bit of shopping left to do.
Yes, or we can go there after. I'm not in a particular rush,
Got it.
so whenever. Just not. Food was good. Food was great. I need more. More
gluttony
than
is
just.
coming
we're just
out.
One of
just
the
gonna
biggest
buy a-
reasons I don't go out anymore because I'll eat a delicious meal and be like, I'm still hungry.
Mhm.
it's like eating Chinese food, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody might be willing to part with a keg of mead. That's what we're gonna need for you. Just leave it on the ship. That way you can come back to it anytime you want.
I wish.
I will from my idea.
We should get.
Alright.
Eva needs a general supply store for paper and a jeweler.
Okay. Paper's easy enough. How much you buying?
A couple stacks probably, because she needs to write entire books for people.
Okay.
Doc's gonna pick up a new journal
Copper. Sure.
as well. Like a new blank journal to write in.
Nice journal or just a journal?
Just a journal.
Okay. Like, 2 copper.
And then a jeweler, she is looking for a gem. I believe it's worth 300 gold. Let me double
What kind of
check.
gem?
Let me double check. 3rd level. Just says a gem worth at least 300. So whatever she can find.
Take your pick.
I
Cool.
will also be
It
wanting.
won't be hard to find. You can pick whatever gem you want and just take the 300 gold off.
Diamonds too.
Again, not difficult to find in this place, but
Perfect.
there would be a bit of a markup because it is a larger island.
Yeah.
So, how much do you need?
How many diamonds do we have right now?
One.
Like one?
One set.
Yeah. Let's get like 2 more.
Okay.
So 600 worth.
Mhm.
Okay. I would say the markup would put it about 650.
Okay.
Subtract that from the total.
Eva
We're
just
still-
grabs a random like sapphire or ruby, whatever she can find.
Maybe I should get some new clothes. I'd look like a complete farmer.
I mean, you would look good in anything, but if you want other clothes,
Well, some that don't maybe not to the same standout my other clothes are. Just more
Yeah.
that I came off of a farmer from a faraway island clothing.
Yeah.
Eva,
Mm-hmm.
may I please have a perception check?
Fuck, that was almost good. We're gonna put a D4 on that. Boo. 14.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
But with that, that is it for Eva, so she
Okay.
can do all of that. What time of day are we looking at roughly currently?
I'll say it's probably the sun has gone down for certain. The streets are lit not by torchlight, but by these torches that just have this clear sphere at the end of them, and it just emits light.
Okay. She will push off the rest of her plans for the next day.
Okay.
Probably find an inn to stay in unless we all want to go back to the ship.
We'll pick up some ale or some mead for Zon as we pass.
Okay.
Just get one of those like mini kegs that she can have on her shoulder. Just fill it with mead.
Okay.
So instead of it being the drinking glasses, it's just a drinking keg.
Let me see here. Gosh, how many gallons would that be?
Anywhere between like 3 to 5, probably.
Okay, so let's go with 1 gold, 2 silver.
Okay.
Easy. Eva will just buy it as we're going through. She can.
Okay.
She can cover that.
Zon, you kind of black out for a minute, then you realize you're just holding a little like pony keg over your shoulder. You're not really sure where it came from. It's just there.
Okay, I can deal with this.
That's how I feel like Baldur's Gate characters are when they just get random things added to their inventory. Like, ching! Oh, I have a longsword.
It's just
Son's just
where did I
covered in
get
weapons
this?
and armor and barrels. Just like, oh, I can't walk.
That would be
Tosses
a
it
feat
to
of
him.
magic items. A interconnected bag of holding.
Oh god.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Pretty neat.
Oh,
Mhm.
I like that idea.
Pretty neat.
interesting.
Just call it the hive bag.
Yeah. But Eva will guide them back towards either the dock if they want to go back to the boat, or an inn if they want to stay on land. Whichever they prefer.
I'm up for either one, but you know, a little more time on land wouldn't be a bad idea. Just find a simple inn, nothing fancy.
On land would be much preferable to Zon.
We'll stay near the docks then, just so that we're close.
Okay. So you recall seeing a place that was just off the docks, and as you head back, it caught your attention because of its peculiar shape. While it is made from wood, it has been shaped to look like a witch's kettle.
Mm-hmm.
And as it is now nighttime, the sign is illuminated in this arcane orange light, the lettering, and it just says, "The Flying Kettle."
Oh, hang on. I can
Zon
message
looks
Foster.
up.
What?
Zon looks up. Is there anything flying above?
No.
There's random kettles all over flying in the air.
Yeah. The rooms are up in the air.
Oh my god, yes, that'd be amazing. since Foster signed her book, Eva will send a message to Foster informing her
Foster,
and Drakix where they're
as you
staying.
are at
Yep.
least 2 bottles deep by now, you hear this voice come through your
Yes.
head that says,
Hey, it's Eva. We're not going back to the ship, so you can find us at this flying kettle place. Please let Drakix know.
Oh my god, hi. That sounds great. Flying tea kettle. Tea. I want coffee after. Drax, we're gonna get coffee and then we're gonna get tea. No, we're gonna go to the tea kettle. That's close enough. I don't know how much of that went through sending. I didn't count the words.
gets cut off at some point, Eva.
Yeah.
The rambling
There's something
mind
about
of-
rambling about coffee and
Uh-huh.
tea. That's
Yeah.
when it just gets cut off. Dragon's just gonna look over. What?
We're gonna get coffee. And we're gonna get tea. No, we're gonna go to the tea kettle. Eva said so.
Does Drac realize that she's referring to the flying kettle?
I'd say through a few more drunken stupors of explanation, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna look at her at that point. He's like, "Do you want to go now for the coffee?" And
No,
he's gonna
finish.
say,
But the show.
he's at this moment just like stuck at her leisure. He's just like, "Okay, you tell me when you're ready."
Yeah.
And he's still nursing like maybe his second glass.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Wait, are you as drunk as me?
yes.
Yeah. This is a good night. I'm having a good time.
He's gonna say yes just because in his mind he's just like, if only I had a way of recording this,
We're
this would
friends
be
now.
good for prosperity and blackmail. Definitely blackmail.
Once inside, Zahn, your ears perk up to a very peculiar sound. A sound you haven't heard since you were home recently. You hear a very distinct sound of the wind chimes made from a very specific wood from Hosving. And you look around, you notice this entire area is just decorated. Random little cozy, homey knickknacks from various other islands where people have stayed here and left a portion of their home or their stay while they were here.
Oh my goodness. Son's just like literally like freezes in place and like locates it.
Mhm.
She doesn't care what's happening if she's not allowed where it is. She just goes over to it.
As you walk over to it, you realize that there is no like wall divisor between where you sit and eat versus where the food is cooked. And you realize you can't really tell who's a guest and who's supposed to be staff because individuals are just sharing this common cooking area.
Huh. She's just gonna look at the wind chime, think of home for a bit. Any symbols, clan?
This would be, you do see symbols from the, you see like a rabbit's foot.
Makes sense. Well, it looks like it's a cook your own meal kind of establishment.
Yeah, unless you want more meat, I'm pretty sure we're not partaking in that, because, I don't trust what's being put in that pot. I'm gonna get food poisoning from it. I guarantee it.
No,
Not if
you'll be
You
fine.
hear this
Easily clean
voice
it.
kind of speak up. Well, no one's gotten sick yet. And you look and you see this halfling male who is standing on a little stool and tending to one of the pots.
No one's, randomly died or been poisoned.
Not as long as I've owned the place. Name's Kevin. How's it going? He smiles.
It's going great.
Good.
Food smells delicious.
Glad to hear it. If you welcome to wherever you wish, or if you want some of this, you're welcome to that too.
Do you have any rooms by chance?
Well, I think yes, we had 2 open up this morning.
How much to have them for a night?
Be 5 silver.
Easily done.
We'll have both of them if that's all right.
That's fine. Now, both rooms are 2 beds. They're larger rooms.
That's
Perfect.
Perfect. He takes your coin and quickly puts a bowl of this stew together and just hands it forward.
Doc takes
So-
some.
Yes. Both. This
It
is
probably reminds me of it's on mine a little bit.
yeah.
We'll say it's an interesting flavor. You can tell there's a couple of conflicting notes because of just people are probably bringing their own spices, things like that, and leaving them behind. It's not, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's also just, they don't complement each other. It's edible, delicious, tasty food.
I can,
But
how does
again,
precipitation fix that problem?
yeah, that's about all you gotta do, yeah.
Son
You know,
doesn't
you
care.
look left, you look right, you make sure no one's looking. You don't want them to feel bad.
Of course not. Actually, I can hide the fact I'm casting through card tricks.
True.
I can just have a deck, as I'm waiting for everyone else to kind of sit down to pull out a deck, kind of like start shuffling, and while I'm shuffling, precipitation of the food as part of the trick.
Gotcha. Once all of you sit down with your chosen food, Kevin actually joins you. He sees you're playing with cards. Oh, bit of a card hand, are you?
I've dabbled here and there.
Well, I'll trade you a game for a story.
I'll take you up on that.
And he gets his halfling self up into the chair and starts eating some of his food.
What game shall we play?
Oh, 3 dragon draws always fine by me.
That works for me as well.
We won't go through the mechanics of the game. This is just plain to play. But he begins to tell a tall tale of the Isle of Singing Clouds. You know, they say travelers passing through our very island right here. And he pointedly taps the table a bit, really getting into the story. Right here, they whisper about a floating island hidden in the Cloud Ocean's densest storms. Some say it's beneath the Cloud Ocean. Now, according to this tale, at nightfall, the islands, the clouds themselves, they produce this sound, like a hum almost. It's to be very off-putting. Supposedly, those that get too close, well, they vanish a trace. Some say they've seen ships left behind, nothing but tattered sails and barely functioning runes keeping them above the Cloud Ocean.
Does this sound any bit of familiar to Doc?
No, it just sounds like a tall tale.
Okay. I don't think any elements kind of he might have picked up an element or two here and there from his own travel.
No. I mean, every so often you'll hear a similar story, just some of the details a bit different.
Mhm.
Just mortals trying to explain a phenomena in the world.
Well, that is indeed quite the tale. I
That
wouldn't
it
write.
is.
I wouldn't write it off, to be fair. The world's full of mystery.
No. You hear a female voice. Don't get him worked up. Next thing I know, he'll be on the next ship out of here looking for something else. And you look over, you can see this female halfling with this like flour dusted apron. She comes over and she just sets a couple of, like, right in front of you, Zahn, just this loaf of fresh baked bread.
Smells delicious.
Well, of course it is.
Just gonna shut up and just smell it.
Mm-hmm.
Been so long
familiar.
since we've had fresh bread.
It's familiar, though.
Like a recipe handed down from family?
Yeah.
By chance, was this recipe from an island? Not this island? Somebody...
Based by your attire, I'd say you recognize that scent.
Yes, I do.
It was. It's been our best bread for 30 years now.
Right? It's the best. I've lived off this stuff for years.
Well, glad to deliver.
Thank you.
Of course.
How many of these can you make?
Don't answer that.
Make a lot.
If we come back in 2 days, could we get a dozen?
Of course.
Perfect.
Do you want me to make them on the morning of 2 days?
Make a few so that I won't eat them all.
Of course, dear.
We'll pay up front.
Yeah. Zana will reach into her own purse and hand over 5 gold.
She kind of looks
That
at it like wide-eyed.
enough?
And she just takes 2.
Zan will take her hand and put a third in.
You don't have to.
It reminds me of home.
And you, obviously the husband now turns. Oh, just take it, dear. I told you, if you run a place as cozy as this, good things
Exactly.
will come to us.
True.
That's where I was my own home island.
Yes.
But after gracefully losing a few hands, he dismisses himself. He's a horrible card player. He has a horrific tell.
This is a like fresh noob, can't lie to save his life, playing against a professional poker player.
Basically, yeah. He's just there for the stories.
I mean, to be fair, Doc wasn't taking it seriously either.
Yeah. But the rest of the evening is y'all's to do as you wish, or if you want to go into a rest, we can. It's up to y'all.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I feel like at one point Drac is not just like dragging Foster, but probably carrying her past
No, I
the
have-
coffee shop.
No, no,
And
no.
she thinks,
They said we had to fly to the tea shop, and I have flying boots, so I start to fly.
As you're carrying her, you realize she's getting lighter and lighter and lighter.
yeah, he just like,
I just hold your hand, and I'm flying, and you're dragging me like a balloon.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Being the early wee hours of the morning, there is a guard presence, and they just kind of look at you all and just shake their heads. They know you're not dangerous because watching this, they're just like,
She just had a little bit too much from the bottle. Don't mind her. She's fine.
Hi.
be safe.
So
Welcome
go back to walk.
to our home.
Thank you. And
He
he
runs
just,
into a sign.
he probably does without meaning to. As he's trying to get it for the guards, he just thunk. Oops, I'm so sorry.
Mind the signs.
My fault. She probably won't even realize in the morning anyway. eventually get to the kettle and just be like, "Our friends were here earlier."
There is a very sleepy halfling individual. Right.
Hi.
The big lady.
Yes, and he describes them all.
Yep. Unfortunately, we only had 2 rooms open,
That's fine.
but I can take you where they are.
I appreciate it.
Whose room do you want to go in?
She's probably gonna go in their room, and I'm gonna go into the other one.
Who's there?
Who's
Who
there?
am I?
I don't know which room is set up that way. Are the girls in one room and Doc's in another?
Oh, my original thought was to have Dawkins on in one bed, Eva and Red in another, and leave the other room open for you two so you didn't have to share a bed.
That's
Mm.
fine. Also,
We only
that's
have 2
work.
rooms.
That works. If that's the way it's set up, then yes, he will definitely just say the empty room.
Okay.
Unless you want to
Unless
share a
you-
bed. I mean, I can make that happen.
Yep.
Really, he just all anybody hears is just, "I want to go," and just tying a rope. You're not going anywhere. He just ties them
I
to
wanted
the bed.
coffee.
You already had your coffee.
Oh.
The right about the hour mark, you just hear, "Woof!"
And Drac is just laying in bed. That's it.
When you guys get into your rooms, obviously you have your things with you. Do you unpack a lot of your things, or do you say that for the morning?
I only unpack my grimoire and some paper and ink to copy over one of the spells.
Got it.
Takes me 2 hours.
Red, Eva?
She's keeping her pack close to hand, not unpacking anything.
Okay.
And obviously, her urn is in.
Yeah.
Eva is also not unpacking, and she will be up for the night.
Okay.
But
Drac
she
just
makes-
takes off. No, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say she just makes sure that Cass is in bed with Red when they go to sleep.
Got it. Eva.
Mhm.
As the night passes on and you are just reading through the book you have, as you turn one of the pages, an envelope falls out.
Just plain unmarked envelope.
Do you pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
It is not unmarked, it is marked. It is wax sealed with a very familiar crest. The crest has a stylized V upon it, familiar to your sire. Do you open the envelope?
Yes.
You break the seal. It starts with very stylized writing. Dearest Eva, word of your recent exploits has reached even my secluded domain. How swiftly you have grown in your power. Yet I sense something within you stirs. I remember creating you, taking you from your dull life and elevating you to a higher, grander purpose in this realm. I invite you and your companions to dine with me at Voss Woodman. Consider this opportunity to discuss the pact and the bond that keeps us together. In the future, you are deserved. I assure you, there is much I can still teach you. Come willingly, you shall find my hall prepared to welcome you and your own and your all with warmth and hospitality. Refuse. Well, personally, I'd rather not dwell on the unpleasant alternatives. Make your journey soon. Old promises and new paths do await you. Count Valathir Vosswood.
Does that name have any recognition in her mind?
You never got your sire's name.
Would it be like a personal
However,
status?
The person's status, yes, as you are from here. You know this family name. You never met them, but you've certainly heard of them. And realizing just how close to home he has been this entire time, you don't know how much that happened on that day was planned or how much was just wrong place, wrong time.
She'll kind of just stare at it for a minute. And then turn and nudge Red, who's sleeping, and just be like, "Fire, please."
Right, fire. Just kind of like half awake, to hold a hand up, flame on the hand.
Eva will let the parchment catch fire.
Okay.
She's gonna keep the fire going until she's told to stop.
Once it's fully been immolated. Thank you, dear. Go back to sleep.
Right.
And she's gonna sit and stew at that information all night long.
Okay. I think it's a great place to end the session. Welcome back, y'all.
Well, shit.
Oh, yeah.
We knew it was coming.
Yep.
Let's go.
I have proper healing spells, guys.
Yay!
I could have helped with a healing word. I can teach you that.
You gotta go
Okay.
right into his. Well, true, but you also just go right into his scroll first, and then do that.
Yeah.
Now we get to play. How much can I steal from Curse of Strahd?
I am down, okay? Gimme.
Well, y'all, to my players, I know we took 3 weeks off. I promise, hopefully with time and treatment, my back pain will go away and we won't have any more interruptions. I look forward to playing this incredible game with you guys. All of you are amazing players, and you make me as a GM oh so happy. To those of you listening and watching, thank you so much for being here. We're glad you could share the story with us. We hope you're enjoying the story, and we can't wait to hear from you. And obviously, share memes and talk life in our Discord. But until then, please have a safe night. For those of you that are going to be in the path of this cold front coming through, I know a number of us here at this table will be there.
Yep.
please be safe. If you're out in other states who are unfortunately going through a very bad, large fire right now, please also be very safe. Take care of yourselves, and everybody just be safe. There's a lot going on right now. We got winter storms here, and California's on fire. So,
And
everyone
I don't know
everywhere.
how many
If you're-
people live near Virginia or live near Richmond, but Richmond has no water right now. The entire city of Richmond for like 3 days.
Jeez.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
take care of each other. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're all going to need it.
Yep.
Listen for your friends, especially when they're not speaking. Reach out. But with that, we love you very much. Take care of yourselves. Always have your snacks, whether you'll need them or somebody else will. But until then, be safe and have a great night.